Um, 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 okay. Um, 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 okay. Um,
Well, if it isn't my little Sigma Rizzlers, so nice to have you all here today.
um, Um,
Oh, damn. Thank you, John, for the 50 memberships. And if you didn't know this, if you have a membership, gifted or otherwise, you get special features on the Discord server if you join it. Shameless cross-promotion. Well, let's see if the camera works. Oh, it's way too zoomed in. Hold on. I got this. I'm a professional no, it's too far. Aw, baby. Pretend you don't see it. Now we are here. Hello. Good evening, laddies, lasses, and lassos. Welcome to the little stream. It's basically summer in Sweden. It's sun, and I haven't seen sun in like 6 months. So it's basically summer. It's like 10 degrees or something like that. Summer. Yes, indeed. Cerberus Duck finally out. Still working on it. But I am actually working on it. But we have something else very different and exciting today. In the wait, put a shirt on, cover them up. Damien, you cannot tell me what to do. I will hug you, Damien. I do bench press just so we can motorboat each other. You know that, right? You know that, Damien? Yes, indeed. I'm just going to sit here and revel in these vibes. The shameless vibes. Let them breathe. Yes, thank you indeed. Breathing is good. Eris, thank you so much for sending a membership, you beautiful bean. And we had Innocence, thank you so much for the 5 memberships. We need a Click MK crossover. We need a Damien crossover. Damien! When are you going to have me on your channel? What are you waiting for? The chat is pressuring. Like, no pressure, but absolutely pressure. How are y'all doing today? We need a lesbian shout-out. Lesbian shout-out. We're going to shout out everything today. It's a very specific stream. Svensker. I mean, woo! If it's Danish, then it's p. In like 4/5 weeks. Oh, that sounds amazing, Damien. That sounds amazing. Then I have time to warm up. That is so good. Okay, so I have something really exciting to announce because I didn't want to show it in the thumbnail, right? That hence the little like question mark. It's very fun, but look how cute they are! It's like little figures, and they're so cute. I'm so happy with how they turned out. Look at that. I don't even need to show my face in streams. I can just do this, and I can just, I don't know, go take a shower or something, and I'll be back. And this little buddy will manage it for me. And they are releasing in exactly 9 minutes. God, that's amazing. Hell yeah. Okay, let me see. Can I put them on something? Like, they're supposed to be on a shelf or whatever. Do I have a shelf that I can put them on? Well, yeah, but it's off to the side. God damn, the struggles. Okay, let's see. Can I balance it here? It works. Oh my god. Wait a second. Wait. I'm gonna butcher my webcam because I haven't used it. Okay, no, I don't have any sticky goo. I was hoping I had some sticky goo. Then I could goo it here. That would have been perfect. Maybe I can steal some sticky goo from underneath the eyeballs on my microphone. Do you really need all that goo? Do you need eyeballs? Okay, maybe I shouldn't mess with this. He's gonna lose his vision, and we all know how sensitive eyes are. Juice chair in background? Nah, that's way too far back. They're tiny. I think this is good. It's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna check if I have sticky things. I know I left a pile of sticky somewhere. Don't clip that out of context, for God's sake. Let's see. If you didn't know... Oh, I have a pile of sticky. Fuck yeah. If you didn't know this entire thing is like a tool shed. Just so you know. I know it sometimes blows people's mind when they realize the fan art wall is not actually a wall. It's really funny. That's like one of the deep click lores. That's a door. It's a door. Yeah. The entire fan art wall is doors. Can you believe it? Fan art closet, baby. Hell yeah. Look at that, that's like the most exciting highlight of the stream. People are freaking out about the fact that it's a door. It's a door? I have a bunch of tools and shit in there. You know, like a man. That's where I have my drills and hammers and sticky goo. Shocked Pikachu face, but it's a genuine reaction, I know, right? I should release more like lore videos about my studio. Did you know there are doors in the building I reside in? Holy shit. Okay, that's actually good. Holy shit, why didn't I think of this before I started the stream? Why am I so incredibly non-professional? Anyway, I put these little things here. Let's see, does this work? Is there like a countdown? Where's the countdown? Hold on. There it is! Okay, hold on. Oh, there we go, baby. There we go. Oh, we're gonna hide the other one for now. Beep. Look at that, that's the countdown. It's only 5 minutes left. The link is in the description, and it's pinned in the chat. And I am really excited, because usually I release things that are really squishy and soft. These ones are not squishy and soft, but they're really cute anyway. And it's a little bit different, right? Don't chew on... I mean, you can try to chew on them, but don't chew on them. Not that you should chew on the plushies either. Oh my god, how are you? I hope I read that correctly. I am doing well, thank you. I just got back from the gym, and I have not showered. Antique Canary, thank you so much for being a lasso, you beautiful bean. Imagine the door in the background was a wall. Oh yeah, this wall right here, that's painted on. This is the real doors, you know? My entire building is a little bit of a twist. When I say it like that, it sounds like I own an entire, like, apartment complex. Like, my building, my structure. I do not own an entire apartment complex, okay, Chad? I am a millennial. Houses are expensive. Click, please share your workout routine. Lift a lot of heavy shit often. No, but seriously speaking, though, do big exercises and eat a lot. Those are my secrets. And get enough rest. So if you work out, say, 3 times a week, and you cycle in between heavy deadlifts, heavy squats, and heavy bench, that'll be like 80-90% of your gains. Then you can also do like a little bit of lat pulls, you know? You can do a little bit of like leg machines sometimes when you feel a bit tired, you know, that kind of stuff. But those 3 are the big ones. Do those ones. I think a mistake that people make in the beginning is that, you know, they have seen, for example, bodybuilders pump up a good bicep. And then, you know, bicep curls, that's good. But biceps are tiny as fuck. You know, that's like 1% of your muscles. So my whole point is, like, do the big exercises. They are the worst. But do the big ones, like deadlift, squats, bench. There you go. If you do those ones and you gradually increase the weight, you're gonna get chunky real fast. Oh my god. Has anyone told you have a nice voice? Never heard of it before. That sounds worse. That sounds like... Now I just sound like a sarcastic asshole. I mean, I have practiced speaking into a microphone for many years. I remember when I was young, and I did not do it well. Okay, here is some for your pineapple pizza cravings. Thank you so much. I might actually have a pineapple pizza today. I did actually buy a chicken salad ahead of time as my streaming dinner. I'm less excited about my chicken salad than I am about my potential pineapple pizza, I'm not gonna lie. We'll see what I decide on. Wanted to say I love your videos. Bingos are my favorite. Listen to you and PA Seymour when I draw and work on commissions. That's amazing. Hell yeah. As they said back in 2020, that's pretty poggers. Did Click just ignoring the donation? I don't ignore... I can't read everything at once, chat. For God's sake, I know I'm amazing. But I'm not that amazing. Shit, I'm also dyslexitive, okay? So if I misread your name, it is on purpose. I've been doing workout in my room on my floor for a few months and I'm noticing the improvement, but how I now need more food because muscles need nutrients to grow. Yes, that's my whole thing. Cardio is a scam. How do you lose fat? Put on muscle, and then all you have to do is eat a little less. Life hack. Cardio is a scam. Okay, no, a little bit of cardio is probably good, but cardio is a scam. Anything more than 3 reps is a scam. It's a cardio scam. So anyway, I should probably have disclaimers for when I'm like serious or not. People are gonna think I'm like the worst gym bro in the world. My God. Okay. Thanks for reminding me to order food, by the way. Are you going to order pineapple pizza? I hope you're going to order pineapple pizza. Oh my God, 1 minute till release. Holy po. I am the #1 mango supporter. That is amazing. Haven't joined a stream before. 3 emoji. Welcome in. I do hope you enjoy your stay. I promise it's not as traumatizing as it may seem at first. Why is my screen all dusty? I swear I vacuumed my studio like a week ago. I don't know if it's like my electronics that are dusty, or I'm the dusty one. It might be both. Am I really that old? Am I like actively dusting? Shit. 1 minute, 45 seconds. Holy po. Okay, this time I have to remember to actually make posts when it goes live, because I always forget, because I'm a silly po. Okay, let's see. At everyone, the babies, vinyls are here. Holy po. Can I like, oh wow, my pasting worked. I didn't overwrite my pasting. That is amazing. God, I'm a genius. Okay, let's see. Let me pick the right pictures as well. I want this one, and I want a silly one. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, I love being silly. It's my favorite hobby. I love being silly. All right, let's see, chat. Oh my God, it's what's it's 0. Oh my God. Wait, how do I refresh this? Product launching shortly. Oh my, did it die? Okay, now I need to make the posts though. Now I need to make the posts. Crash the website. It's all about crashing websites. That's what I was put on this earth to do. Oh yes, indeed. You know, that's the difficult. I do believe this might be a bit of an ego trip on my part, so feel free to like figuratively slap me or whatever. But 1 year, there was like a makeshift like reward for like fastest funded campaign, and I do believe we didn't win it because we crashed the website when it launched. That might be my ego speaking. I am not sure, so don't take my word for that. Oh, it's here. Oh my God, 0 sold. We're basically there, baby. Hell yes. Oh, this is so good. Is that a good zoom? Is that a good one? I think that's, now you can kind of read it. I just need to like remember to like put the other one up as well. Oh, the zoom is all messed up. That's what I like to see. I don't understand how I always mess it up so bad. It's crazy. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm gonna put this there, and I'm gonna put this there. 1 sold. I can basically end the stream now. We're done. Thank you, bye. Ah, there we go. By using at everyone, you're about to mention 7,000 plus people, yes? Glorious. I love mentioning a lot of people. I'm a little bit of a silly poo like that. I also want to make an Instagram post, I realized. I don't even think I'm going to bother with a Twitter post, because I haven't used Twitter in like a good couple of years. And I don't like Twitter, because it's stinky. Everyone is miserable. And I don't like that. It makes me sad. I even talked to my editor about this the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, he deleted his Twitter because he was like, I keep checking it, and it sucks." And I was like, "Yeah, it does suck." Oh my God, baby, vinyls out now. Link in bio. I think I have my makeshift link in the bio. I'm pretty sure. Ooh. That's good. Yeah, let's do that. Audio added. Cool. Instagram told me that adding audio increases engagement. I know nothing about Instagram. I'm a massive boomer. All I know is that the less skin I wear on Instagram, the more likes I get. That's the only correlation I have figured out when it comes to Instagram posts. Also, posting pets dying gets a lot of engagement, apparently. That's the weirdest thing. The one post on Instagram I've ever had that, like, notably left my audience sphere, so to say, was the post about Simba dying. And like for 2 months, random ass people kept finding the post and just spamming emojis in the comments. And I'm like, is this how people do it nowadays on social media? Like, this is weird, man. Like, you don't need to spam emojis under this post. You don't know who I am. You don't know who the cat is. It's fine. You could I don't know. It was a bit weird. Anyway, oh my God, 22. Hell yeah, babies. Oh my God, it's so good. First live stream based. Okay, let me read a bit of chat. Is the click a man or a door? Everything is a door. That's going to be the new conspiracy. Let me put on my screens over here, actually, because I'm a bit of a silly goober when it comes to this stuff. Let me put the chat right there. Oh, I can't read it. There's a sun reflection right on it. Where's my dust stick? God damn it. I hate it when the sun comes out in summer because you notice that your screens are dusty. You can't see them in winter. Hashtag Swedish darkness superiority. Anyway, yes, I am a door. Thank you for being a lasso. Oh my god. Click, do you like dragons? Yes. I think I'm a bit behind what's happening. Oh my god, let me tell you about the most recent drama. It's these ones. They're gonna get cancelled, man. They look so cute! Oh! And it's like a 360 view on the website. You can spin it. Holy shit. Okay, wait, let me see if I can I show that? Gaming? Well, that didn't work. Okay, actually, why don't I just snag this one for now and just, like, expand the heck out of it? That's probably smarter, right? Oh, wait, no, I can't interact with it. Because it's just like, oh my god, I'm an idiot. Do you notice that I haven't streamed in a while? Because I'm so bad at, like, nothing is smooth. I'm just, like, stinking around. Yeah, so anyway, does it work on this one? Okay, what is this? Game capture? No. Window capture? Which one is this? Never mind the absolute darkness. Here we go. Okay. Hey, that... Okay, never mind. I don't know why it doesn't show up. But anyway. Man, I'm such a professional streamer. Anyway, you can spin it, you know? You can spin it around. Trust me, it's there. You can go to the website yourself if you don't believe me. Spin it. Twitter low-key sucks. Twitter high-key sucks. Like, don't get me wrong. Twitter was insufferable, like 5 years ago. Because everyone was so, like, virtue signally and weird and picking fights about everything, you know, and purposefully misinterpreting stuff just to get mad about it. It's like, I like waffles, and then it's like, oh my god, you hate pancakes, you know, those classic ones. It's pretty sweet, but nowadays it's like that times a billion. It feels like everyone who goes to Twitter is only there to pick fights because now it's only also monetized, and rage bait is pretty good for getting traffic. So yeah, Mango looks front heavy. He's not front heavy. He stands perfectly fine, actually. Wait, how does it look on the website if you spin it? Oh yeah, no, it's not very front heavy. He has a tail. So he's both front and back heavy. He's all caked up. Click stop with the thirst trap. No, I won't. I am here for the thirst trap. We're still waiting on the maid outfit. Oh yeah, I should do that this summer. I should try to do this. I just need to hire like a good photographer. Because my pictures are mediocre at best. I confess, I carry empty Tic Tac boxes to easily collect moss whenever I go outside. I use it for terraniums. It's all true. Disgusting. Tuh. How dare you deal with moss? Hope your Friday has been well. It's been pretty well. I got a bit of work done. I gathered memes. I hit the gym. I got some errands done because I'm an important adult. So it's been a pretty good day, honestly. It's been pretty good. Caked up mango. We did actually make a caked up ESD, though. We did make a caked up ESD. Do I have it nearby? It was the birth cake. Birthday cake ESD. Wait, it's the one with a hat. Do I have it? Wait, yes, I see it. So, you have like the birthday ESD, and then it's the birthday cake ESD. It's like really caked up. Look at this. This is a true summer bod. Damn, look at that. It just pokes out, you see? You know when you're traveling on the bus and you like casually spin around and you just like plow a class of school kids like it's fucking bowling? That's basically this ass right there. It's like, you know, why just bring a birthday cake when you can bring the whole damn bakery, you know? It's enough for the entire birthday party. So much cake. So delicious. My god. Mango has the problem of having a fish behind. Yeah. No, he's like, he looks a bit different. I think if you try to add cake to him, it would be like underneath the tail, and it would just look like he had a pair of massive balls. Which, I mean, also would be kind of slay, but, you know, questionable. When you do the maid outfit, you need your sword, yes, indeed. Do you know what cookie run is? I've heard the name at some point, I believe. Click, my friend's birthday is so can't give a shout out that. I don't know his name. How am I supposed to give a shout out if I don't know names? The vinyls are adorable. Thank you, you're adorable. Snacking on my fondant while watching Click. Free will. Is free will a solution? Find out now by buying a vinyl. Yes, indeed. But yes, we are actually working on the Cerberus duck as well. But the problem remains that it always looks like a damn square because it has to be so like big, like the body to support the heads. So I've started like dabbling with an idea if it should be just like one blob, you know, basically just a round shape like this, but it has like 3 faces on it, so just like it doesn't have a neck, it's just fat, you know? I've been thinking about doing that because the thing is that it looks great on paper, but as soon as you try to make it in material, it always like pokes out so much to the side and the body is just a big block. So it's like, meh. So maybe just removing the necks and making it a blob, like fat ass. You know, imagine the demon, but instead of like eyes here, you just have like face, and then little duck body on the back, you know, and wings on the sides. I think that could be kind of cute. And then little beaks, you know. I think that could be sort of cute because it's very baby-esque. Maybe that's a way to get around it. But, yeah, we'll see. What about using a weighted bean bag in the base? A lot of plushies do, but that's not quite the problem. The problem isn't like the weight itself. The problem is the fact that the heads, when you have 3 in a row, it gets really wide. And to have somewhere to attach them, you just need like a wide-ass square. So the body always turns out looking like a cinder block, which is not as adorable. The problem is Click that makes you keep trying to make Cerberus duck the same base shape as Mango ESD can't do that. Not really. No, that is not quite the problem, I'm gonna be honest. So glad to see you live again. Missed the streams. Welcome back, you beautiful bean. I do hope you enjoy your stay. Can I come up with this concept for the Cerberus duck? I mean, if you have, like, fan art ideas and stuff, feel free to send it in the Discord. We have an entire, like, fan art sharing room in there, which is very nice. Why not have one neck? It's gotta look like a coconut tree. I just picture that. And it's some kind of like Aloha Executor looking ass. Holy shit. That'd be great though. That'd be great. Oh my god. Summer Cerberus duck is just a palm tree with heads. Will you ever do another drunk music singing stream? Oh, probably. I should do that with some like difficult game. I remember we did that with like Elden Ring when it came out. That was a lot of fun. It didn't make the game easier. I died a lot. Birthday in 2 days. Happy early birth. Are there Reddit stories today? Today we're mainly focusing on these bad boys, but we'll see where the evening takes us. It is always an adventure. You could just make the body very small. Now, but then there is nowhere to like attach the heads. You know, that's been like the attempt I've tried to do, just like shrink and roundify the body. But whenever like it goes to print, it seems like, you know, the printing style isn't available to shrink the body past a certain point. So it just turns into a square. That's the problem, because you still need attachment points for the heads. If you make the body too small, the head's like, you know, only one head fits on top and then the other ones end up on the side, and it's just weird. So, yeah. Could you make it 1 head, 3 faces? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, make it 1 fat boy. And then just, like, add 3 faces. Maybe. Click my grandma watches you. Based. Okay, so make the center head a swan. But then it's not a duck anymore. Then it just looks like a giant penis. Okay? It's just a penis. If you make the middle a swan, it's just Cerberus dick. It's not even Cerberus duck. Okay? I don't want to make a Cerberus dick. That's not the 3-headed vibe I am going for, chat. It's not the 3-headed vibe we're going for. We're not going for Cerberus dick. God fucking damn, so damaged by current events. I mean, on top and each side could still be cute. We're still talking about the Cerberus dick? I don't know about that one, man. I don't know. Or we're talking about the regular. I don't know. It's, this is why you don't brainstorm on stream. This is why you don't do that. Cerberus dick sounds like a Game of Thrones character or something. It does, doesn't it? Duck, duck, goose. 2 heads duck, 1 head goose. That would be kind of cute. Duck, duck, goose. But it feels like it's a different gimmick, you know? Smaller heads. Yeah, but then the body gets huge. That's the problem. Like, the body is just a big blob. And then you have 3 little balls on top that are a head, you know? It's just, nah. Do more Trump impressions. You know, it would be funny if it wasn't a world leader. And that's kind of the twist, isn't it? Oh my god, look at this fine duck. It's the best duck. A lot of great people are telling me a lot of good things about this duck. It's the greatest duck ever. It's such a good duck. And a lot of good people tell me, Donald, you have the best duck ever. And that's 2 more heads than regular ducks. You know, it's the best duck. And I said, thank you so very much. You know, a lot of people. Oh, he'd be so funny if he was just a guy. Yeah, if he was just like an unhinged, like, I don't know, late night show host. It would be funny. But not now. Donald Duck? Okay, yeah, I think we might get in some copyright trouble for that one. we make 3 Trump faces on a duck and we call it Donald Duck. Oh. Middle head bigger than the 2 side ones, or maybe just giving them necks instead of just attaching the heads. Yeah, but then they're all like flappy and weird. I don't know. I know I see where you're coming from, but it is yeah. Tried a bunch of different things, but I think the concept itself is like the 3-headed design I have tried to make works if the heads have more of a shape in of themselves, because then you can make it look less empty, so to say. Like, for example, 3-headed dogs, the head is more of a different shape. But when it's just like a ball for the body and balls for the head, it's very difficult to size it, so it still looks cute, if that makes sense. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Have you seen Hashpin Hotel? I don't think I've had a single stream in years where people haven't asked that. The answer is, I watched a couple episodes at some point, I think. Ooh. Did you see Disney's Hercules? You can do a vertical body and make the 2 other heads like noodle arms, like the Hydra. Also, you are too good at that. Oh, you mean the impression? Okay, so now it's an inverted penis. It's just gonna look like an inverted duck penis. I'm not so sure about that one, chat. I'm not sure about that one. I just joined. What did I miss? Duck penar. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's good. Ah, yes, indeed. Doesn't Donald Duck go into public domain in 2034? Well, there's a couple of years left, to be honest. So, I just realized that 2034 is less than a decade away. That's insane. It still feels like a future number, doesn't it? Ew. Aaron, thank you so much for the 10 gifted, you beautiful bean. And Tiger, thank you so much for the 2, you beautiful bean. Donald Duck versus Daffy Duck. Who would win? We're asking the real questions today. What if you make the body long like an American football? Maybe it will help. But then it's just the sausage duck. I just pictured it. Sausage duck with penar head in the middle and 2 balls. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be ducks again. Yes, it's all about the ducks. I love ducks. Ooh, baby. Make it look like a rubber ducky. Yeah, that's sort of been the plan, but with 3 heads. But you know, when material is soft, necks aren't as much of a thing. And also, I want it to look small and fat. So, we'll see. We'll see. It is under construction currently. It's gonna be fun. It is fun. Can you make the body into more of a triangle? That would look awful. I can tell you that. Oh dear God. I mean, it's like it's like inverse beach body body so stuck. I see these. I see it in front of me, and it's great. It is beautiful. I got sick, so I had to stay home from school, and I've been binge watching clicky videos all day until you saw you were streaming. Grabbed my totally healthy fondant and began to watch Based. Aren't you an engineer? I am. Believe it or not, thermodynamics and aerospace doesn't translate one-to-one to plushies. I'm now I kind of want to like sign up for some like plushie job with completely irrelevant resumes. It's so good. God damn. Engineer doesn't equal plushie maker. To be fair, I am both. I am both though. But yeah, no, it is slightly different. Aerospace, that's what I'm going into. Yeah. Yeah, weird. Thermodynamics equal plushie. Yes. Yes. Add a heat pack, yeah, then it's pretty applicable. Were you the Minecraft... What? Were you the Minecraft server speaking directly to me on the 10th of March? Probably not. I haven't been on the Minecraft server in a while, so I doubt it. It's probably like the admin bot or something like that in that case. Or someone that has a similar nickname. Hello, Click. Please give birthday shout out to Kai. Birthday shout out, Kai. Have good birth. Be born. No, but have a bunch of cake. You do deserve it. Yes, indeed. Comically big duck feet. Just like make those like 4K feet. You know when you watch those like little cutscenes in video games, and the graphic is kind of like, meh, and then the feet are like 4K. You know, for like in Elden Ring, for example, when you find Margit for the first time, and it's like, oh yeah, nice scenic and stuff, and then all of a sudden you zoom in on the bare-ass feet when they're dramatically walking down the stairs, and it's like, lowly tarnished, thou shalt suck my toes. And it's like, wow, this is not where I thought this game was Oh, they're sort of falling. Don't do that. Oh, they're like slowly like leaning forward. I need to balance it better. Okay, there we go. I think that should be good. That should be good. Buff click, maggot getting chunk. How liberal is Sweden actually? I heard from a teacher of mine that it's pretty liberal. It always depends on what you compare with. You know, in comparison to like an American economic model, it's pretty liberal, I would say. So yeah, but it all depends on what you talk about. You know. Don't you just hate it when you're trying to listen to a stream at work, but keep getting interrupted by customers? That's disgusting. How dare your workplace interrupt you from the important things in life? You should tell them off. Shy Girl, thank you so much for being a Lasso, you beautiful bean. How are they staying on your mic? Sticky goo. Sticky goo. Is this just like a talk to chat thing? You don't like talking to... What the frick? My god? What? We'll see. We'll see. I was tempted to play some games, but I have no idea what to play. Otherwise, I also enjoy just chatting, to be honest, because I haven't done just chatting streams in a while, and it's kind of nice to just catch up sometimes. The customer is always wrong. Just remember that. Support women's rights and women's wrongs. Can we play Super Mario Galaxy? I don't have a Super Mario Galaxy. What's wrong with talking to chat? Ew! Talking to chat? Puh. Disgusting. Click could read a phone book, and I would listen. Yes, indeed. I love these type of chats. Super chill. I like it sometimes, too. Clicky is sticky because he hasn't showered. He said that, right? No. I said I'm stinky, not sticky. I mean, maybe I'm... No, I think I'm mainly just stinky. Probably stinky. Yes, please support my wrongs. It's all about supporting wrongs. Det finns icke dåligt väl, bara dålig kläd. Yes, thank you. That's very nice of you. That's almost the real language. Please, I'd pay extra for a Cerberus Pinar duck. It would look so funny, please. God, I wonder if Makeship would be on board with me making duck Pinars. I'm not entirely sure about that. I make a dime, boss makes dollar. That's why I watch Click on company time. I watch 1 click video on company time. Boss watches 10 click videos on company time. What? The vinyls keep bowing to the stream. Yeah, they are like... I was gonna catch it, but it stopped there. Okay. that was incredibly anti... Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh. Hey. Oh. 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 Woo. Okay, let's see if I can attach this better. I think the problem is they had too much forward weight, right? So let's put them a bit further back. Look at that. That looks pretty good. Hell yeah, slay. They are just chilling horizontal style. I love chilling horizontal style with the bros. Makeship tend to calm down a lot of fan servicey character designs when they make the plushie. I think it's also just because it's easier to make cute round pluffs when you use fluffy materials. You know, making Pinar ducks is gonna be more difficult. Oh no, they have fallen. Will the tiny keychain plushies ever make a comeback? Hopefully. I really like them. They are really cute. I hope so. One day. One fine day. Make a square. What are you talking about? Thoughts on Canada? They have syrup. I like syrup and snow. It's a good combo. What? You do live stream? Question marks? No. This is actually pre-recorded, believe it or not. And I read out a bunch of chats that I thought were going to be in the stream, so it seems more legitimate. But none of it is actually real. I recorded this 5 days ago. No! The escape was foiled! Disgusting. News on Cerberus Duck Plush. Currently working on it. But I'm starting to get the feeling that I need to revisit the body shape because the same problem arises like at every iteration where the body just turns into a huge square. Because, you know, the heads take up a lot of horizontal space no matter like how you try to arrange them or size them. So the body always gets too big for the amount of detail on it. So it just turns into a giant cinder block, sort of. So I am thinking about how I can like reimagine the shape of it, so to say, to make the body less of a clunk fest. Yes. He would actually be really good at ASMR. Believe it or not, I have an ASMR channel I haven't uploaded to in probably 3 years. Oh, yes, indeed. Is it true you're gonna make the Click movie in 2027? Yes. Click, you missed... Oh, I didn't have time to read it. It's hard to read chat sometimes. Reading is hard, you know? Now you're leaning backwards instead. Make up your mind, silly Pooh. God damn. So silly. You should make a librarian ESD. You know one thing I am working on, which is really cute and amazing? I mean, I don't think I should show too much yet, because it's still in early stages. But we are working on like a Goth ESD. And it's really cute. And it has like, you know, side hair and like a little suit and stuff. It's really based. So do you want a Goth GF ESD? There you go, baby. There you go. No, Clicky, my wallet. Yes. Aaron, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships, you beautiful bean. And Suki, thank you so much for being a lasso. Can we get Clicky with muscles plushie? That feels incredibly narky, doesn't it? It's like... Chat, I've been going to the gym for a couple of years. Now you can buy a plushie of my fucking bicep. Isn't this... Everyone loves this. Isn't that a bit of a red flag? I think that is a bit of a red flag, I'm gonna be honest. We would pay for it? Of course you would pay for it. God damn it. God damn it. Click body pillow. Is this gonna be like my last hurrah before retirement? It's like, man, the algorithm is kicking me out. I'm old and irrelevant. Body pillow. Based. Absolutely based. Yes, why is chat supporting this? Chat, stop it. Stop this. Silly. Silly bean. Is it narky if chat asks for it? I mean, it could be like a codependent, just toxic relationship, you know? Where it's like you endorse the worst parts of someone. You know, that could be also it, you know? Parasocials unite. Dear God. Do you wanna snuggle click to sleep while listening to click videos while falling asleep? Now the click body pillow. You can buy the twink version or the buff version. Both available in the description. Buy both and get 10% off. Skibbity. We definitely need the body pillow. Why did I even bring this up? This is such a mistake. Click, I have drawn the duck. It's in the art channel. That is based. That is so based. Hell yes. I'm going to look at it. Let's see if I can find the room. I am scrolling. Scroll. Scroll, scroll. Hell yeah. Based. Absolutely based. Love it. I absolutely love it. Click body pillow, but it's keychain sized. Pocket body pillow? Honestly, that's a concept that could be memeable to the point it would actually be good. Like pocket body pillow. That sounds so funny. It's like if a plushie was a shitpost. That's amazing. Oh. Salome, thank you so much for the 38 months. That is way too long. Hell yes. Inflatable body pillow for travel. Yeah? Yeah, we're doing inflatable dolls now for merch. That's where we're at. That's where, god damn. You know, I'm feeling I'm starting to regret this stream, you know? I'm starting to regret this. In Sweden, we have since the 90s subsidized private schools and healthcare with our taxes. Most of us cannot afford it. Parenthesis, will the lol sooner than later? I feel like this is incredibly out of context considering this is a stream where we talk about shitpost plushies. I don't really know what to make of this. Pocket body pillow. Basically a body pillow for the borrowers. Gemini Fairy, thank you so much for being a lousy beautiful bean. Clicks, clicky wiki, clickster. Any tips for going to the gym for the first time with no knowledge? I mean, I would say if the gym offers it, try to get some like tips from a personal trainer or something. That's always a good idea to get started. I didn't get tips from a personal trainer per se, but when I got started, I worked out with a few friends that were much more skilled and experienced than I was. So I got like low-key the personal trainer experience, which was pretty cool. Otherwise watching like tutorial videos and stuff and getting used to it with not too heavy weights. Don't hurt yourself, you know? So that's a good idea. Put content warning for Trump impressions, please. We gotta make the kids grow up hard. You know, like alphas. Yeah, that's how we do it. Louis Villain here, Kentucky. Sorry to hear that. You are my safe space when this timeline gets too much. Thank you. Heart emoji. Thank you so much for the 50. That's incredibly generous. I do hope you have an amazing day. Wait, no. The annoying orange, but with Click's face. Oh, that brings back, like, I'm not sure if it's memories or trauma. Spicy nostalgia. God. Your content warning is this whole stream. What is your favorite Stockholm tunnelbana train and line? I don't think I have strong opinions about specific train lines, I'm gonna be honest. personal trainer experience. I mean, a casual Friday. Not today, because I'm here instead, releasing this. But normally, at about this time, I would hit the gym with the bros. And after that, I would be in the sauna with other naked men. Just a casual little Friday. It's great. You know, which isn't even a big deal in Sweden. Swedes are not as uptight about nudity as other places in the world. You know, here it's very casual. Sometimes, it's really funny to me, like, on occasion, I do get, like, a bit of a culture shock when I'm reading stories from, like, an obviously American perspective, when it's, like, someone being super upset about nudity, for example, and I'm just sitting here like, yeah, just an hour ago, I was sitting, like, bang nude with all my bros in the sauna on a Friday. You know, hell yeah. So, meh. Or, like, alcohol. Alcohol is another one of those things where people take it way too seriously. It's just funny. Even me as a silly Swede get my occasional culture shock. Or tipping. Dear God, fucking tipping, man. That's a culture shock. I'm trying to learn Swedish, sorry to hear that, but your language is so hard to master. Yeah, any language, when you don't have a similar language in your back pocket, is going to be weird at first. I offer a solution for the body pillow debate. Make a single one and make chat have to share it amongst themselves. Oh, we forgot what COVID was way too fast, man. Way to community body pillows. That's where we're at. That's what communal body pillows. Based. For the Cerberus duck, how about making the body oval shape and sew the heads on separate like your party hats on the birthday ESD? Yeah, but I think that's like low-key what it is at the moment. That's the thing. And the body is also kind of oval because it has like the tail and everything. So, it's sort of what we've been trying. Like, I appreciate the brainstorming, but we have tried a lot of stuff, and it's all poo. No, it's gonna work out one way or another, but yeah, it's a tricky one for sure. When can I sell my soul to your plushies? Anytime you want. The link is in the description. Yes, bro does streams on occasion. US person here. Thank you for keeping me sane. Hell yeah. You know, the timeline is bad when like some weird YouTuber from Sweden is like the sanity check in the world. My whole channel revolves around just reading unhinged stuff online. How many have sold? It says on screen, but it's a bit small. 54 and 40, hell yes. The rest of the stream should be in Swedish. No. I want to say thanks for helping me through a lot of doctor visits after getting diagnosed with my condition. Hell yeah, I do hope you're feeling better. More videos on abrupt chaos. Oh, that'd be fun. The thing with those kind of videos is you always have to be careful with like what you show in them. I have received like strikes from YouTube in the past for showing videos that are already on YouTube. Like, I would like to make more videos, some for example, why women live longer. Super funny subreddit. But YouTube is really weirdly uptight about it. It's like, no, you can't show this. It's like, but the source is YouTube, though. It's like, no, still not okay. Like, what? The pinned link leads to a 404 error page. Does it? Like in the chat? Hold on, let me see. Beep. Open website. Oh, it's weird. Why is it broken? It's borked. Alright, let me repaste it. Maybe it just like cut something when I was pasting it in the chat. Let's see, so the other ones work. Yeah, they work. Okay, what about the other one? That one also worked? That's weird. Maybe it like, maybe it gets cut off when you try to like do something. Let me see. Let me just delete that. And, there we go. Let's try to repin that bad boy. Let's see if it works. Attach that poo. Does it work now? Okay, now it works. That's really weird. I don't know why it's like... It must have cut off like the last... No, one of them is still broken. Why is it... What? It must be like the line break or something that makes it weird. Alright, let me see. Let me try again. Because it's stinky? That is so weird. Why is it doing that? Okay, let me try another space in between. Okay, did that work now? Nope. Still broke it. I love this. This is my favorite part of the day. Okay, let's try it now. Let's see that. Does that work? Still. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna post the fucking main page of my profile because there they are anyway. There we go. Boom. Keep it simple. I don't know what it is. That's something with the line break that doesn't allow like the attached messages to like read the URL properly. I've tried a bunch of different things, but there we go. We solve it another way. Frick me, I suppose. God, disgusting. Show videos of you hugging your plushies. I can't say I have them like on hand. Maybe it has to do with region. No. Is it in the description? Yeah, it's in the description as well. But I think it's just like when you post it in the chat, it like line breaks it in a weird place. Have you tried restarting your computer? Let me just restart in the middle of the stream. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so good. Oh my god. Ah, I like the Insane Parents videos. Hell yeah. ESDs desperately need feet squeakers and maybe one in each horn. Like a... Yeah. I'm not sure if Makeshift can do that. That'd be kind of wild. One thing that would be cute, though, would be to have, like, a pair of ESDs with different colors or something, and have little magnets in the feet so they can hold hands. That'd be very cute. That'd be beautiful. Or you can make it climb on your refrigerator in kind of an uncanny way. That would also be kind of fun. Have you tried Alt F4? Oh my god, the secret shortcut to solving everything. Oh my god. Ah, I just realized this a little while ago, okay? Now it's 2026, right? I'm old, but that's beside the point. I have been doing YouTube full-time for more than 6 years. Like more than half a decade. It's the longest thing I've ever done. You know, it's longer than any other job I had. It's longer than the time I spent getting my degrees. It's longer than I spent in like high school or whatever. It's like the longest homogeneous part of time I have done in my life so far. That's kind of crazy. 6, 7 years. I've been doing YouTube for like 6, 7 years. 6, 7. So yeah, that's kind of fascinating. Can you believe that? What other job did you have? I used to be an engineer. I had a real job at one point. And now I read memes. But I used to be a real benefit to society. I used to bag my Pride HD came in as my stocking last year when I didn't have my chosen name on it. Hope you're doing well and happy Plush release. Thank you so very much. I hope this is an accurate voice. 6 years ago is 2020. I know, right? 6 years ago is not 2014. It's 2020. Isn't that great? That is just terrible. Did you say you used to be a teacher too? Yeah, I was teaching like part-time, like tutoring when I was in uni. So it was like small classes or individual people or people that were preparing for uni and that kind of stuff. So the ages were typically like from like 12 to like 20-ish. So pretty like wide range. 6 years ago is 2020. Yes. Yes. Smacked by reality. Oh, there comes gravity. Oh, the mama spaghetti. Ah. Tjena klicken. Oh man. Roller coaster between cozy and the deepest darkness. Ah, welcome to the internet. Enjoy your stay. Bro, I am so glad you made the vacation east. It's my favorite thing. My cat keeps cuddling with it. Oh, that is so based. If you were to cover furry ill, what's that? Oh my god. Hypothetically, why would you stop? What? I don't know what that is. No particular reason. Most of the time, when it comes to like YouTubing, the answer is like, no particular reason. YouTubing is surprisingly undramatic. I mean, with the exception of like certain things, but yeah. But for the most part, YouTubing is very non-dramatic. You skipped my chat. Okay, whatever. All right. Let's see. Do I have like? No. Wait. Why doesn't it? What it? Why does he give me? That's so bad. That's so. Where did I? Aw, maybe I see it at the end of stream. That is so sad. My God, what a scam! What a scam! YouTube stats suck when you're live streaming. Why does it do that to me? It's so sad. For real, on God. Maid outfit calendar would be a banger, though. Yes, indeed. I'm very much planning. I need to like. I need to definitely get a good maid outfit, a really good one. Are you planning on making any more music? I still dabble, but for fun. But I haven't like produced anything in a while, so no active plans, honestly. 100 sold combined? Hell yeah! Look at that. That is so nice. Because vinyls are a bit different, you know. It's that kind of thing where I've done a vinyl figurine once, way long ago. But it's a bit outside of my normal niche, I know. But it's really fun to see that people enjoy it. That's very nice to see, because I do find them really cute. Is Kitty för sunna? I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Got Mango ESD being silly calendar. Or just a frolicking calendar. Like one of those puppy calendars. That'd be so cute. Anything with the other channels? I really like the Raft series. Oh, that's a long time ago. Honestly, probably not. The thing with like trying to run multiple channels has become really draining. And the last couple of years or so, I have just been doing less things when it comes to YouTube, to be honest. Because when like COVID passed and I started getting routines back, I also realized that life is just way more than just YouTube, you know? So I feel for me, I also feel way better. Like, I'm pretty happy with life as it is now, but that's also because life is like... Life is kind of like diverse and stuff, you know? You do a lot of different things. Like, you meet people, you're part of some IRL stuff, you know? You have those things that I used to have back before I did YouTube, and then sort of lost it when COVID hit, but then regained it, which was a really nice vibe. So, Wait, did you lose 2 of your feet? How did you do that? Okay, well, there we go. Now they're back. Nope, it fell out. Okay, it's back. It's back. I think... That's the thing. The ones I have at the moment are like demos. So they're way more squishy than the real ones. Oh, that is so funny. Oh my God, I love it. This is Mango abuse. You didn't see anything. You broke Nah, he's fine. He's fine, Chad. Don't worry about it. He's fine. Why does he look so cursed? But he only has like 2 Okay, let me fix it. I'm good at reattaching legs for babies. I'm used to babysitting. Okay, don't worry about it. I got this. Oh, skibbity. Fuck. Wait, does this one go here? Okay, that one goes there. Okay, I got this. Don't worry. I'm used to reattaching body parts, especially for kids. Never mind the context of that. All right, so this one goes here. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, wow. And this one goes here. That is also beautiful. I'll reattach this with like proper glue at a later date. Clicks knows IKEA, he got this. Oh my god. Come here, you little Poe. Let me reattach you to your little stinky. There we go, look at that. Wow. That is amazing. I'm such a handy man. Okay, is that... It's... Okay, well, good enough, I think. Ta-da! It's like nothing even happened. Holy Poe. You're used to what? Why are you used to reattaching body parts? What are you putting together on the regular? So anyway, look over here in the chat. That's a fun separate subject right there. Goodness, they are cute. They are, right? They're adorbs. Ah, that is so good. I feel so millennial coded when I say things like adorbs. Awesome sauce. You know, we shit on brain rot a lot, but we were pretty damn cringe back in the day. Mango is now a featherless bipedal. Behold a man. Basically, yeah. I just joined what's going on. Mango lost a couple of body parts, but it's fixed. Rafflecopter. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so funny. Rafflecopter. Ads popped up right as you said the distraction. Oh, that is a good distraction. The kind of distraction that pays for my pineapple pizzas. We had Asvd movies. To be fair, those are good, and Tomska is still making them. So, valid. They aged well, you know? It's the kind of raw XD random humor that is actually good. Why would you allow this? Oh my god. Make ESD Mango home workout merch sometimes. I'm not entirely sure what that would be. And I'm not sure if I have any supplier that actually makes workout equipment. But it would be kind of cute. Imagine like an ESD-themed dumbbell. The thing is, the workout equipment is fucking pricey. So, I don't know if it would be like the go-to. The affordability would be questionable. Click getting an honorary invite to my wedding. Oh, that is so based. That is so based. I can join on Zoom. I think you should cover furry. It's wholesome. I don't know what that is. Huppity duppity. Mango with a sweatbands. Oh, yes, indeed. That's what I want. And like a click art yoga mat. Just an absolute like mango cake on a yoga mat. Yum. I loved your clicks laugh. It's kind of infectious. Oh, it's COVID-induced. I'm real, ma. I want to skateboards. Freaking love Astv movies. They're so good. They're so good. Oh my god. Can we get a wedding shaming video sometime soon? Oh, it's about time to make a new one, right? That's really fun. Let's see. Are there any like... Because I remember... wedding shaming. I do remember like one thing with the wedding shaming subreddit is that it started getting like very... Like it was the same thing kind of repeating. Some subreddits are like that. Even if they're good, at some point it's like... it gets very repetitive, right? So let's see. What does it look like? Okay, it's kind of fun. I see some good stuff. Yeah, it might be time for a new one. Oh yeah, that's sweet. That's sweet. That's pretty fun. The chats yearn for the bingos. Yeah, maybe like a wedding shaming bingo would be fun. That's pretty doable. What are your favorite video games? Recently I've been playing a lot of Project Zomboid with a couple of friends. That's been fun. I do love myself like sandbox survival stuff. It's very fun. I was thinking about doing like a Manosphere video, partially because the big Manosphere documentary just came out on Netflix, and it was really funny to see how stupid it is. But also one thing I noticed is that I started getting all these like weird little subreddits recommended to me like every single day, where it's like locked in man, masculine grind set, achieving proper manhood. Like, it's not quite full-on red pill, but it's like towards that, like, vibe. And it's weird, you know? And I don't know, that kind of stuff is always kind of funny about how prevalent it is online. Manosphere bingo. Oh my god. People are just hyping bingo. Y'all addicted to games, I swear to God. Gateway red pill? I mean, sort of, yeah. It's like I gave up on Reddit, man. I mean, at least on Reddit, you just follow subreddits that are nice, and like your feed is not quite as insufferable. You know, Twitter is way worse. But Reddit can also be weird. I think every single social platform just has like its own little stinky odor, so to say. Did we get baited by the title? These happened. I mean, to be fair, Mango did lose his limbs, so that's pretty nice. Click letting chat know what it's like to have friends. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about before Mango died. No, I'm not like... I feel like I've taken a bit of a step back when it comes to like side projects on YouTube. Like, you know, more like hobby-esque second channels, for example. I haven't done as many collabs because I've been busy kind of just doing real-life stuff, which is really nice. I find it to be, for me at least, a healthy balance. And it also puts stuff online into like a better perspective, you know? It's kind of like how I like it to be. Life to me is wider than just like, I don't know, YouTube. I already do like one YouTube channel full-time as a job. You know, making more YouTube videos isn't necessarily also my hobby at this point, you know? It's like, I have other hobbies too that I want time for and other people I want to see. So, I think when it comes to second channels and stuff, maybe, if I feel like it at some point, you know, I find myself in a period where I have plenty of time, or I feel particularly inspired to pursue a certain project or something, like, maybe, but certainly not planning on it, if that makes sense. I'm trying to get started with content creation. It's hard. I had to step away for a bit to find balance. Yeah, for most people, it's like a hobby that starts, you know, doing a bit better, and then you make a decision if you want it as a full-time thing or not. So, that's at least how it worked for me back in the day. It wasn't something I was aiming to turn into a full-time thing, but then I came to a point where I was thinking about switching my day job anyway, and I was like, oh, might as well try YouTube because it's doing well right now. Worst case, I'll just go back to like another engineering gig in 6 months. And that's kind of how I did it. It was never like with the aim to turn it into a job. It just kind of like aligned in a way. What do you mean? Do you go out and touch grass sometimes? Ew, disgusting. Click is the only millennial that figure out work-life balance. He's the official unicorn of our generation. To be fair, it also helps that I don't have like kids and stuff yet. You know, that sort of helps with balance. Click is only millennial period r/j r/Jesus, that's serious. Thank you so much, Gemini, for upgrading a membership. Hell yeah. Do they even have grass in Sweden? No, they do not. They do not. You should get married. Just like... just randomly get married. Just because. I want to do content creation, and I have one video, then I lazied out. Do I want to do it, though, with an end goal? Say, yeah, I mean, that's also a thing. Like, you can have, like, passion projects without it being, like, a full-time content creation gig. I remember I've gone through, like, periods in the past before I did this full time where I just had like the inclination to be like, oh, I want to produce like a little music EP. It doesn't mean that I was aiming to like produce songs so regular that I was going to turn it into a full-time gig, you know? So sometimes being creative for the fun of it and hobby is like the main thing. It's a completely different thing when it becomes full-time, you know? Like sometimes I do miss making videos just for like, I mean, I'm still passionate about what I do. I still like it. But like on occasion, it's also like, oh, now you have to manage all the boring company stuff and the paperwork and paying invoices and managing your taxes. And sometimes you feel a bit pressured to keep up with the schedule because the algorithm is pretty unforgiving. So, you know, you have all these extra things that get added on. So it's not like as much of just a pure hobby. It's not only driven by passion in the same way. And that I miss sometimes. Having hobbies that are only driven by passion is pretty nice. I've taken to trolling the employee page. Woo! You don't have to monetize your hobby. Yeah, most hobbies aren't monetized. Like, I have plenty of hobbies that I don't monetize. Like, for example, being in my little weightlifting club. That's very much a hobby for me. It's very nice. It's a hobby I'm, like, pretty passionate about, but I never have any intention of, like, remotely monetizing it anyway. Plants is another hobby of mine. I don't intend to ever monetize it. Music is one of those hobbies that sort of tie into YouTube a little bit, but I'm never really, I have never really bothered trying to monetize music in of itself. And so on and so forth, you know. There are plenty of hobbies that are purely passion driven, which also means that you can just do them when you feel like it, which is really nice. Thinking of crowing fruits this year? I have no idea what that is. How the heck do you monetize plants? I don't know, become a farmer or become a plant influencer? Something like that. Click is our unproblematic, underrated YouTuber. I mean, I'm not even sure if I'm that underrated, to be honest. You know, for what I do is hardly rocket science, you know. The fact that I have over 1 million subs is wild, man. So, I don't know. I wouldn't even say I'm particularly underrated. I'm just kind of here. If you're a suist or a knitter, is that what it's called? Suist? Yeah, I guess it is. People tell you all the time you should sell that. No, I do it for fun. I mean, I guess it could be fine on occasion to sell something, like if you have a specific friend that wants something, or, you know, they pay for the material or something. But yeah, no, it's also nice to not depend on others for your schedule, you know? It's like if you're into, for example, drawing, sewing, or knitting, you know, doing commission stuff means that someone is paying you, and then they have demands about how fast you should do it or when it should be delivered and stuff, and all of a sudden it's not hobby-esque anymore in the same way. That's, for example, one of the reasons why I don't do a lot of sponsors on YouTube, because I don't want, like, companies dictating about what I can talk about in videos, when I release videos, that kind of stuff. I do them sometimes when it's, like, easy, or, you know, when it's just, like, regular enough where it's a product that I just use myself. But I don't say no to a lot of sponsors, also because I've had bad experiences with sponsors. Like, the agencies that manage them are like, I don't know, man. Oh my god, they're frustrating to work with, man. They're frustrating. Raycons. Yeah, I mean, I use Raycons at the gym. They're like, you know, not a sponsor segment to talk about it. They're just headphones, man. It's fine. But I get so many, like, emails from like weird stuff when it's like either very gamble-esque mobile games or casino things, or I don't know, weird gacha games, you name it. It's like so much stuff, so much. When it comes to things I actually use myself, like, oh, gym headphones or a VPN or something like that, I'm like, yeah, this is something I genuinely use myself. I'm fine advertising it. But were you ever sponsored by established title? I was. It's a funny story. I made an entire video about it back when it came out. So they came to me via an agency, and I remember I did like a trial sponsor for them. And then I was kind of pressuring the agency and be like, are you sure about this? Like, how legitimate this is? Do they do what they say they do? And they were like, yeah, you know, we met them, it was super da-da-da. So there was this agency that was super pushy about it. You know, that's not an excuse on my behalf, of course, but, you know, hence why I don't like agencies a lot. And then I think the company realized that, like, time was catching up with them. So I had turned them down for more sponsorship because I was like, I can't put my finger on exactly what, but something feels a bit odd. So I'm just not going to do this anymore. I did, like, I think maybe 2 sponsors, something like that. And then they reached out to me and they were like, hey, we want to put more sponsors on your channel. And I was like, okay. And they were like, we want one sponsor per video for like, what was it, 3 months straight. They wanted to pay for like 30 ad slots. And I was like, I don't even make that many videos, man. There would be videos that are like double sponsored by the same sponsor. Like, that is crazy. And they offered like a lump sum for it, and it was absolutely nuts. And I was like, this can't be right, you know? Normally I do like 7 sponsors a year, maybe. You know, that's what I bother with. And it's like 30 in a couple of months. Like, really? This is weird. And then, you know, a month later it came out that it was scammy. So what I ended up doing was I just donated the profits to, what was it? The Trevor Project, I think it was. Because we had like a charity stream around Christmas. So if I remember correctly, I just donated the money I had made from the established titles to that charity. And I did it during the stream, so like it can't be faked or anything, because sharing receipts on donations is also a bit uncomfortable, because to make it look legit, you have to share like personal details and stuff. So instead I just did it there, because there's no way to really fake like that donation plugin, right? So that's how I solved it. It was also a way to just set the standard, like, you know, I don't accept things that are scammy in nature, and I'm not interested in keeping the money of something that is scammy in nature. You know, it's a privilege to be in a position where you can afford to, you know. I'm not the kind of YouTuber where I had a sponsor specifically for a video that was really expensive to produce or something. So that's not something that you can always expect people to be able to do. But for me, I was in a position where it's like the sponsor wasn't paying for something that specific. I wasn't like, you know, I didn't have a backlog on a specific video project, so it was easy to be transparent about it in that way. But it's not like a expectation I would, you know, heavily push for in general, because there are productions out there that are way more pricey than the stuff I do. So, you know, be able to do that is a privilege in of itself. But it was something I felt was a good thing to do. I think I'm a bit late. Welcome in. You're never too late. Huppty duppty. Go to bed, click. It's sleepy time there. It's 5 in the afternoon. What do you mean? Ordered one of each? Hell yeah. Have you listened to... Oh, maybe. To get the audiobook of some great music. I haven't. No, I haven't. Might come back later. I'm tired. Need a nap that's based. Naps are based. Oh, it's 5 in the afternoon. Oh, my old ass can't be awake for this long. Oh, my God. Click is so cool. I wish millennials were real. Oh, my God, it's a shame they're not. We only have Zoomers and Boomers. That's the only thing we have. Holy po. Greetings from Germany. Your German is really good. It's okay when I choose what to say. Have you seen Iron Lung? I haven't yet. I've been meaning to see it though. There was a funny documentary channel I watched where he physically goes over the world to get most of his footage himself, what he buy/find. But most if he takes himself, so they're costly. Yeah, exactly, that's what I mean. Like, if you've taken on a sponsor to, like, literally pay for, like, travel and plane tickets to do, like, a project in a video, then it makes perfect sense you're not able to just donate it, because you've obviously used the money already, you know, for the very video the sponsor was in. So, hence why I mean that, you know, it's not like a standard I would aggressively push onto creators in general, because you never know what, like, someone's behind the scenes look like when it comes to finances. But in this case, it was something I was able to do, so it felt good. Live bingo so we can play together. Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun, yeah. I mean, that would be better as a stream, though. Live bingo would be... I mean, you could still do it as a video, I suppose. You just have the same, like, little scrambled bingo card app or whatever. But it would be way more fun as a stream. Your German is better than my English. I mean, probably not. Have you ever thought on doing a video on people who are confident and correct about countries they don't even live in? Isn't that just r/shit Americans say? Isn't that just basically that, but a little bit like wider in scope? Oh my god. Your German is better than most people, especially your pronunciation. I think it's also because I already speak Swedish, so like Germanic languages are easier because you have so much overlap between like various pronunciations or words. It's always the weird Americans. Yeah, people have very strong opinions about stuff they don't know much about. It's like literally the Dunning-Kruger effect. The internet is amazing for the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's so fun. Time for me to downstairs. Company fitness center. Got my heart rate up for 30 minutes. We'll be watching stream but not in chat. Hell yeah. Good luck with the workout. Slay Queen. Yas. I make Regency dresses for fun. I can make one for Clicky to wear. Oh, Regency dresses are badass. Hell yeah. I had the Swedish test last week and I got the 7. I don't know what that means. I guess it depends on the grading system. Is the grading system from 1 to 7? Then 7 is pretty good. Thank you for being a voice of sanity. Greetings from Czechia. That's beautiful. Thank you for the 200 Czechy keki. I was in Prague a while ago. Beautiful city. How about a video on lighthearted, brief opinions about different countries? Lighthearted isn't fun. It needs to be devastatingly cringe. That's how you entertain on the internet. Rage bait is the only bait worth baiting. It's always easier to pronounce word in the same language family that you know. Keep it in the family. Mango has a wheelchair in the Discord now. Oh, that is good. Mango needs it. Poor little boy without his legs. Click, can you teach us all Swedish? No. No. Do you say kex or shex? Just curious. Kex. Shex is some West Coast shit. Disgusting. Hi, Click. Just wanted to thank you for being you. You made a tough 2025 a bit easier. Have a great evening. Maybe revisit D&D subs sometimes? ? Thank you so much for the 5. D&D stuff is fun. It is fun. I should pull together my friend group to play some D&D soon. It's been a while. It's because a couple of them dared to have babies. How dare they have babies when we have D&D to play? Disgusting priorities. God. Embrace the cringe. I was trying to learn Swedish about a year ago, then gave up because I completely forgot. Isn't that how most things do? I remember when I was studying Korean for like 2 weeks on Duolingo, and then forgot about it. I do not know any Korean, just putting that out there. Petition for Click to make a human-sized plushie, maybe 190 centimeters and 80 kilos. Would anyone be able to even move that shit around? How do you get a plushie to weigh 80 kilos, by the way? Do you just fill it with, like, rocks? How do you... Sand. You fill it with sand. Do you want a sand-filled plushie? That is a vibe. It's... 80 kilos in freedom units. That's like 180 or something like that. I learned enough Swedish to order groceries to a friend's house, lol. I mean, that's the good kind of linguistic knowledge. You know, how to order a beer. You know, how to say hello and how swears. Those are like the important ones. How do 1,000 people do a Kahoot? I don't know. I mean, maybe we can do it like a... Yeah, I don't know. That'd be kind of complicated. Please tell us about your favorite D&D character. Oh my... I had a lot of weird ones. I mean, I had a friend of mine. We did like a one-shot adventure where everyone just made as unhinged characters as possible with a little bit of like homebrew stuff to it. And he made a character called Master Blasta. And his backstory was that he was a double amputee, so he had no arms. But instead he had attached cannons where his arms were. So he dealt a shitload of damage, but he couldn't reload his cannons on his own because obviously he had no hands. So he always needed like another person to reload his arm cannons. It was not a good it died. The character died, and it was a relief when it died. It was a piece of shit. So yeah, no, my friend group is the worst, but I love them. Sounds like something an artificer would do. Oh yeah, I did also have a character once. That was like, I think it ended up being a one-shot because our party just sucked, but I made a dwarf, and the whole twist was like, I was like a pure strength build, and had no charisma, and it got so bad, because I failed every charisma roll, that the dungeon master gave me like a special perk that was like, you can never charm or convince anyone of anything, but you also cannot be charmed or convinced of anything, because you're just so uncharismatic that you don't even exist on the plane of like rizzing or trying to convince people. It just doesn't exist. Like, you can physically threaten people, I suppose, but you like, charisma doesn't exist both ways. It's like you cannot be seduced and you cannot seduce. You're just oblivious to the concept of seduction. It was pretty fun. Instantly suspicious of kindness. He didn't break this time! The bar is in hell! Woo! Little Mungo, being a silly little goober. There we go. Gorgeous. Oh, thank you for the stream today. It's a much needed distraction. Everybody give your pets an extra treat, and lots of pets today. Hell yeah. Slay. The Dungeon Master gave you the ace trait. I mean, I don't even think it's like... I mean, yeah, partially ace. And the other one is just like... I don't know. You just don't socialize. You know? That's beautiful. It is beautiful. Fill the plushies with mini plushies, or just baby rocks or sticks. Just like a giant plushie filled with small plushies. That sounds really expensive, doesn't it? Oh my god. Ace, but for all humanoid interaction. I mean, yeah, that's like just a bit antisocial, I think. It's kind of nice. Oh yeah, I see the 3D thing you did of Cerberus Duck. I mean, that's pretty much the sketch that I have sent to Makeshift, but the problem is that it doesn't really end up like that in material form, which is sad. So, it's a really nice 3D render, but it's one of those problems where the problem isn't like the design itself, the problem is like turning the design into material and maintaining the shape, you know? Hey Click, I was wondering if you will ever make a new plush. Yes. Can you troll my friends? I want to show them this video. Can you say their names? Are Amaya and Mina. I'm also singing while typing this, so don't mind any spelling. There you go, epic prank. Get pranked. The epic prank. Suck it. Oh, God, I'm such a good prankster. Wasn't there a brand of dog plushie with a pregnancy gimmick that they would come with puppies in them, and you didn't know how big the litter would be? That sounds kind of like a plushie with the loot box mechanic, you know? I sort of like the idea. You know, it's wholesome loot boxing, I suppose. r/prank Reddit. Huppity duppity. How about the pinata with little plushies in them? Good, that would be kinda sweet. If I ever want to do, like, loot box stuff, that's what I'm gonna do. That's proper L-Riz. Don't worry about it, chat. Don't worry about it. Riz isn't real. Is theory, I guess in theory, how much money would you be paid to cut off your pinky fingers? Plural, both pinky fingers. Nothing. I don't know, man. I don't have anything. Like, here's the thing about life, right? I think for me at least, I am only materialistic up to a certain point. You know, the things I want in life is like a decent place to live. It hardly has to be a fucking mansion. A decent computer, because I do like my games and stuff. A safe car. But it doesn't have to be anything fancy. I drive a 10-year-old Volvo. Okay, I don't give a shit. So like, when I have that, I don't care so much. Then life's value. I mean, this is a really intricate, serious answer to like a very shitposty question. I realize that, but bear with me. After that point, happiness comes from other stuff. You know, happiness comes from the ability to, I don't know, stay healthy, or the ability to like spend time with your friends and create memories, or family, or, you know, whatever it might be. So I would say no amount, because there isn't anything I have in mind that I would like, I don't know, value more than my well-being, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? And right, Pinky, lost means using a mouse is hard. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't trade my gaming skills for any amount of money. They're just trying to win in Project Zomboid, which is a PvE game. But still, disgusting. Greetings from Switzerland, basically Sweden, Grüezi, höpti döpti. So yeah, that's kind of my philosophy about it, I suppose. But I guess it also varies a lot between people. Like, for example, if I was in a situation where I had, I don't know, a family member depending on an important, expensive medical thing, then maybe it would be more relevant, because it's something like that is more important and higher on the list, and then the trade-off would be worth it. But at this point in my life, it's just me, and I'm doing fine, so I like my fingers. You know, money can't buy happiness. Snacks? Are you gonna snack on the fingers? I mean, sure, there's more to life than money, but not having money can make you pretty fucking miserable. So I think that's a more accurate description, I suppose. Money makes you happy up to a point. That's a better descriptor of it, I think. For most people, at least. I think a lot of people just get obsessed about the chase, where it's like, oh, you always have to have more. That's why the world looks the way it does. Money can't buy happiness. The click merch is right there. God damn it. That's not what I... Fuck. It's not... More like... It's nice to have fingers. God damn it. Money can buy happiness, but not love. Greedy people, yes. Money can't buy happiness, but not having money can make you pretty unhappy. I mean, yeah, it's hard to be happy if you're always, like, concerned about rent, you know? That's, like... It's kind of a thing. I think, I mean, the literal richest person in the world said he's unhappy, so maybe it's the opposite. I mean, he also does put himself in, like, very unnecessary crossfire, you know? He sits on Twitter and has, like, little edgelord fan shits and gets involved into weird political stuff that he knows nothing about. You know, it's that kind of thing where I think he just creates his own misery, you know? I get a similar vibe from people like J.K. Rowling. It's like, why don't you just buy a mansion by the beach and just live in a little paradise for 40 years and then just die? You know, that sounds pretty nice. I think some people that get, like, rich to that point just get bored, and then they start seeking out, like, misery in a weird way. In the same way as you have people online that seek out, like, unnecessary drama, for example. I think that's the rich person equivalent of it. It's kind of a fascinating concept. Money-wise, what I have learned from having lived on suck, as we call it in Sweden, yeah, where you get barely enough to just scrape by, to a job that paid not that well. Yeah, no, it's like money makes you happy to a point. That's the thing. Like, when you get to a point that you can not actively worry about it, that's when I think money's low-key peaks in happiness potential, if that makes sense. I think it's also like, there have been studies about it, but not having money can make you absolutely miserable. So it's that kind of like, you know, it's like that meme where it's like, money doesn't make you happy. Shit that rich people say. Looks don't matter. Shit that hot people say. You know, it's that kind of thing. I think the nuanced thing is just that there is more to life to it. Not having it can make you miserable, but it's not the answer to everything. There are plenty of rich people that seek out their misery. So, I don't know, man. It's just, humanity is multifaceted in a fascinating way. Money can buy cute pets to keep you company. That is happiness, though. That is happiness. Money can buy you plushies. It doesn't help that working for most places is horrible. Most people hate their jobs and spend most of their lives on it. Maybe? I think it depends. Like, I think also on the internet, you get a skewed perspective on it. Maybe it's also because I'm from a completely different country. You know, typically worker rights and stuff are relatively decent in Sweden. Because I have friends that work in, like... That's the kind of funny thing. I've stayed friends with, like, my old childhood group. And, you know, we've known each other for 20 plus years. And everyone went in vastly different directions. Like, a couple work as engineers. One dude went and got a PhD. I'm a fucking YouTuber. One person is an electrician. Another person went into the military. You know, just, like, completely random stuff. Another guy just works in a store during the days. None of them hate their job. A couple of them had to change job a couple of times. Like, one of them had, like, some health issues regarding, like, a handyman job, for example, stuff like that. But none of them hate their jobs, if that makes sense. But I realize it also depends heavily on, like, for example, where you live, what your employer is like. And I think that's, like, a bit of a cultural difference, if that makes sense. But I think it depends also. Like, the stuff I see coming out from the US, for example, looks fucking miserable, man. So, I don't know. I think it varies a lot. US workers are definitely different. No protections. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. So it's like, I think, like, most people hate their jobs is heavily dependent on where you live, I suppose. But, I mean, unfortunately, I do hate my job. Hell yeah. I mean, I've had jobs... I don't think, have I had a job that I actively hated? I mean, I've had jobs that weren't particularly glamorous. Like, the first job I had when I graduated high school, I woke up at 5 in the morning to go into the middle of butt-fucked nowhere and, like, service and clean taxi cars. That was like my, I don't know, that was my first gig. But I'm not sure if I hated it. It was just like, it was just a job. I don't know. But at that point, of course, like, the world looked different. Like, this was back in, like, fucking 2011 or something, you know? The economy wasn't as bonkers as it is now. So just having, like, any casual jobs was a different vibe. But yeah, the US seems weird when it comes to worker stuff. So, meh. Chat start asking career ladder questions. Hell yeah, based. So I don't know, I think it depends a lot of employer. I think it depends on a lot of context of where you live and that kind of stuff. Commutes can really ruin jobs. Oh my god, yes. Holy shit, yes. I love my job, but it's deeply stressful at times. Yep. Question is, do people really dislike it that much or love complaining? I think it's also the context about it, to be fair. Like, mainly, maybe the work itself isn't the worst thing in the world. But I mean, if you have a shitty boss that refuses to give you raises, the like economy is like speeding up around you, so all of a sudden you can't afford housing, and that creates a sense of, you know, just hopelessness, because it's like, man, I go to this job and bust my ass for 50 hours a week to just barely afford basic groceries. That doesn't feel like building a future, not working towards something. You're just like on the verge of survival. So I think it's a lot of like context to it as well. You know, it's not solely about the specific task, if that makes sense. There's a lot more to it. Hi, Clicky. My 60F mom saw the stream over my shoulder and said, "You look like a badass." Oh, yes. How goes the vinyl minus launch? Oh, it's going well. People seem to like it. It's nice. Like, vinyls are not as big of a splash as the plushies, which is kind of what I expect, but I'm really glad to see that people still like them. It's very fun. I'm looking forward to see them on, like, people's little shelves and stuff. It's going to be really cool. I missed my therapist chat. Our appointment got cancelled. Aw, man. I just want to know how all the people with good jobs got those. Like, what do I have to study to do that? I mean, I haven't been on the job market like that in like 5 years, but I went to uni for engineering. But I also know that, like, the job market now looks a little bit different than it did 5 years ago. So, I don't know. I think it also depends so heavily on where you are. It depends so heavily. But the vinyls are cute, and we get to see some mango body horror this stream. I mean, it's all a bonus. Everybody likes a bit of wholesome body horror. How long does your editor take to edit one of your videos? It varies. Sometimes he just busts us out in a day. I would say typically like a couple of days, I would say. I didn't watch your last Pooh American Say video, but only because I'm American. It's not as funny when you live in that reality upside down emoji. To lighten the mood, half German, half French, live in Italy, how it's called. A person in the organization, German, to call this good. What? I don't know what that means. I'm starting to study to become a primary school teacher next semester, hell yeah. And in my state, teachers get paid $80K annually as first-year teachers, and it increases for experience. That's exciting. That's pretty good. That's pretty heckin' good. Hell yeah. Hey Click, this is first time watching you live. I just want to let you know me, my wife and partner and GF are huge fans. Hell yes, Slay, that is amazing. Nice. It would be cool to have like a DIY, make your own ESD. That'd be kind of IKEA ESD. Just like you get the parts and then just put it together. Ah. I actually caught a live. This feels like a treat. I learned today that the starting salary for a teacher in Luxembourg is 75,000 euros. I'm moving abroad. That sounds nice. 75K a year. That's good compensation, man. Hell yeah. Knows it still seems possible, I suppose, but the job market is weird. The job market is weird. My sister is a teacher and only makes 30K. I mean, can still be very much survival depending on where you live. But I know that salaries don't translate well, as well. Because like 30K a year in Sweden, for example. I mean, now it's a bit less, I suppose, because the currency exchange went down. But like, that's like pretty average in Sweden. But it also depends so heavily on where you live. And like different countries are like, you know, it's like, oh, well, a decent salary isn't that much if you pay 10K a month in fucking rent, you know. So, för dålig får kasta sten. We're all för dåliga får kasta sten. Vilken platt och hög vägg. Det är Morias vägg, din idiot. Fan, gjord av sten ju. Fan. Jag trodde den skulle vara plast. Astral, thank you so much for being a last, you beautiful bean. Do you have any pets? Used to have a cat. He's kind of dead though. But not right now, no. The only thing I have are plushies and nephews. If that counts. You can't live anywhere in the US on 30K USD without roommates or a spouse. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, even salaries that to me sound okay are still not okay at this point because, like, the living expenses have skyrocketed so hard. It's ridiculous. Like, I was having this conversation with someone, for example, that lives in, like, you know, a one-room apartment. And I think they pay... What was it? It was something like $700 a month-ish for that. It's like, you know, one of those one bedroom where it's like, you know, one big room and then you have a bathroom, basically. And I remember back when I was in uni, that same kind of apartment costed like $300 a month. Like, it's crazy how fast it's gone up. It is crazy. And that is still, like, affordable compared to some stuff. Like, I know, I've heard of other stuff when it's like, oh yeah, I got this apartment in this, like, metropolitan area. It's a one room and it's $1,500 a month. And it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's called a studio apartment? Yeah, a studio apartment. And it's like, what? Oh, it's insane. When rent is higher than a mortgage, then you know the economy's fucked. That costs $1,200 where I am. And that's ridiculous. Like, studio apartments are supposed to be like... like a studio apartment are supposed to be student housing. You know, that's the kind of stuff, you know, you live at when you're like studying, when you're like going to a campus. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. You know, that's the weird thing. And it was that not too long ago, like go back 15 years or so. But then it just went bananas. Thank you for all you do. Just moved out from my abusive family and you helped me survive through the darkest time of my life. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much for the 50. You don't have to do that. For Click's plush addiction. I hope you're doing well. Very good on you. I somehow lucked out getting an apartment that's like 600 euros a month. And that includes heating and electricity. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good deal, actually. Hell yeah. Have you gone on Hemnet recently? Lots of stuff not getting sold. Scroll up. Or selling for less of what it did last time. Yeah. The housing market has gone down a little bit in recent times. It's still ridiculous, no? I hope it corrects, like, a little bit more. Because, like, I had this conversation with a couple of friends of mine. Like, it's a friend of mine that I went to uni with. And she works as an engineer, has a good job. Her husband is also an engineer, also has a good job. And they both were lucky enough that both of the respective fields did well during COVID. So they saw, like, pretty decent salary climbs during the past couple of years. So they're, like, doing well, you know? They are probably, like, in, I don't know, top 5% performers of the country or something like that, you know, if I were to statistically guess, you know? 2-income household, no kids, both have higher education, they're doing well, and they could buy a house. But it was, like, kind of far out from any city, and I believe they also like got some support from family, which was like, you know, what would you even call it? It's like you take it out of what I'm assuming is going to be like the will, I guess, but like ahead of time. So it's like, if it was my parents' generation, the house, I mean, it's a nice house, don't get me wrong, I really like it, and they're making it beautiful, but if I were to look in like my parents' generation, that's the kind of house, you know, you would expect to purchase for way less and also way earlier in life. And that's the kind of like, I don't know, it makes it sad, because it's like, man, if those people I know who are really hardworking, doing really well, what the hell is everyone else supposed to afford, man? What? You know what I mean? It's like, it's so weird. It feels like there's been a massive like class shift, you know? Stuff that used to like just be like, I don't know, middle class housing is like really expensive. It's kind of weird. My mom's house is paid off since it was her family home, so she pays like $2,000 a year in property taxes, and that's it. I love that house, but it went from $90,000 to well over $200,000 in 3 years. Holy shit. That's more than a doubling in 3 years. That's insane. Affordability of the houses are pretty weird in this economy right now. It is. It's very strange. It's very strange. How old are your parents, Gen X or Boomers? They're, what is it? Right on the cusp in between. They're not like old Boomers or anything, but would they be older Gen? They're right in between, you know, around that age. My parents' first house was $12,000. Same thing would probably be $300,000 at least. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I've talked to some people of like my parents' generation, for example, like, oh, what did this cost back in the day? It's like, oh my god. I mean, to be fair, inflation and stuff too, so like you can't compare it 1-to-1, but still, it's like it's crazy. Lowest rent I've seen in the state I live in is $2,300. When I worked as an engineer, okay, when I quit, I mean, this is granted 5 years ago, so obviously would have gone up a bit, but both because of inflation and also because of career path. But I think the salary I had when I first graduated uni was about $3,500 a month, which was a pretty normal, or even slightly above average entry-level salary for an engineer in like 2019, 2018-ish. So like, that's before tax, mind you, you know? So it's like, if I paid that rent with the salary I used to have, I would have like $400 left. It's like, man, what the fuck? It's amazing. It's amazing. Even when you account for inflation, it's insanely easier to save up for a 20k than 500k plus. I mean, yeah, saving up 500k after tax and everything, it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. God damn. You know, one thing I realized, which is so weird, is that, and I think it's also why, for example, the stock market has been such a weird, like, crazy state for the past few years. It's that when, like, housing and stuff becomes so unaffordable, you reach a point where it's like, I don't know. I remember I did the math on it, and it's like, okay, how much money do you need per year to survive? And how much does a house cost? And it's like, you can set up, you know, like a dividend portfolio that can make you financially independent, at least as long as the economy doesn't collapse or whatever. Or you can buy a house. Like, the fact that that is, like, the choice is weird. That's really weird. Like, it's that at that point. Like, housing? Or, like, basic... it's nuts, man. It's nuts. It's nuts. Even renting is getting difficult. Yeah, I know, right? It's so pricey. It is so pricey. God. Anyway, housing rants aside, man. Goddamn the economy, huh? Shucks. We should just go live in the forest and eat pine cones instead. That would be way more wholesome. I would love that. What do you think was missing in the Manosphere documentary? I mean, I already knew everything that was in the Manosphere documentary, to be honest. It was still really fun. It had a bunch of, like, good twists and stuff in it, and it's always more difficult when you're, like, interviewing people and stuff, because there's a lot of work behind it. But it felt like the documentary was obviously, like, introducing a general audience to the Manosphere stuff. And I think it did a really good job with it. I mean, someone like me who is, like, chronically online for a living, I already knew everything that was in a documentary. But it's also kind of fun to see it actually brought to a more mainstream audience. And I think that awareness is important as well. So I don't think it was missing anything, in my opinion. I think it, like, hit the points that it was made to hit for the audience it was intended for, you know? Thanks for the content. Stumbled on your corner of the internet. Hell yeah. Have you heard of Ashley Gavin? I don't think so. Her humor is clicky kitty. Hell yeah. Don't really like my family. Those kinds of people. Don't say like anyone for who they are, then call someone a slur when they don't like them. Sounds fun. Sounds fun. Have you ever thought of living in a furnished van? I had that idea, actually, like a couple of years ago. Like, ooh, maybe like a house van. And, you know, travel around for a few weeks during summer, recording, like, videos in cool locations and stuff. But I think I would probably, like, rent one in that case. Because a van is also a lot of maintenance. So all that maintenance for only using it, like, a few weeks a year... I don't know. I would probably go for, like, a rental first to see if I even like it, to the point I would get my own one. A click commune, where we all live together in a wholesome community in the woods. Oh, we can do a cult. I can do a YouTuber cult. That'd be nice. I would vibe with a YouTuber cult. I could do that. That's a nice retirement plan. Hell yeah. Show us your car. No. Is it crazy to anyone else that we've gotten to the point where the generations are resetting? Wait, what do you mean generations are resetting? What does that mean? Sweden doesn't sound like a good place to permanently reside in the mobile home in. I mean, apart from the fact that it gets cold as shit half the year. No, it's kind of like something you would use for, like, a vacation thing. But people I know that typically have a house van live a bit further south, like maybe down in Germany or something like that, where it's a bit milder and you have a bit more, like, springtime and stuff. Midnight sun rituals in the summer if we go north. Clicky cult approved. Hell yeah. And also housing prices are less insane when you go north into the woods. So, you know, cults are way more affordable than living a standard urban lifestyle. Just saying. What is generations resetting even supposed to describe? I don't know. But it sounds interesting, but I have no idea what it means. How do I cure a 12-year-old red pill? Oh my god! Show them the red pill documentary on Netflix to begin with. That's pretty fun. Maybe that will, like, I don't know, show them that it's all like hypocritical, weird grifting, you know? That's a pretty good idea to start. And it's kind of funny. But yeah, no, that's the age where the little boys are the most susceptible. Because, like, being edgy is cool at that age. 12-year-old red pill, that is sad. I mean, yeah, it's because it's like, that's what they appeal to, you know? You have, like, you know, some buff, loud, confident dude on social media. It's like, yeah, I could see, like, kiddos falling for that, you know? There's a reason they, like, grift towards the young boys. I want to leave my cult. Just replace it with a clicky forest cult. Oh, just indeed, it's good stuff. I was lucky enough to hit the California real estate market at the right time. Bought for $325K, sold for $595. It's now valued at $775, and that's a starter home. 1,100 square feet shared wall. Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Like, even the starter stuff is going bananas. You know, $775K for a starter. Jesus Christ, that is nuts. Where do I sign up for the click cult? I mean, yeah, maybe the next, like, maybe the next stream will just have a URL signing up for cult activities. That's kind of good. How much is that in sensible units? I don't know. Let me check. How much is that in square meters? It's like 100 square meters. Yeah, that's definitely like a starter home. You know, 100 square meters. That's like a sizable apartment. You know, it's like it's not that big for a house. And having that cost like $700,000 is insane. That is insane. I mean, I guess maybe that's the living area, and then maybe you have like a garage or something extra as well. But like that's not big for a house. Mine's like 60. Your house is 60? What? What do you mean? I don't think I mean, apart from like guest cabins in the countryside, I don't think I've seen a house that is 60 square meters in a very long time. What? Do you mean apartment? I guess it means apartment. That would make more sense. I think mine's like 30 square meters for like an apartment. I mean, yeah, makes sense. My Dutch family home with 3 bedrooms is 90 square meters. 100 square meters apartment sounds insanely huge. I mean, I have people, for example, that have gotten into like relatively big apartments that are like 80 square meters, for example, with like 3 rooms that I move into when they're gonna have like a kid or something. So it's not like, I mean, it is big, but I don't know. I suppose it depends also stage of life. But 100 for a house sounds like a starter home. It sounds like, you know, a kind of home I think one of my old friends moved into. It was like one of those houses you have in a row, kind of, you know, with a shared wall. My parents' house is 77 square meters, and we were 4 people living there. Damn. That must be pretty cool rooming, though. I mean, how big is... Maybe it's not that much bigger, actually, now that I think about it. Like, because I have my grandma's old house, for example. How big could that be? Because I don't think it's very big. It's just, like, really smart, like, floor planning. I don't think that can be much bigger than, like, 100 as well, now that I think about it. Huh. Anyway. Astral Fire, thank you so much for sending a membership, you beautiful bean. We basically only have row homes here, lol. I want to live in a small farm, but I am not a millionaire. That's also weird, that would you have to be a millionaire to live in a small farm? That shows everything you need to know about the current house market. Oh yes, indeed. My 2-room apartment is 60 square meters. Yeah, that sounds pretty normal for like 2-room-ish apartments in Sweden, for example. I think a friend of mine managed to land like an 80 square meter apartment that is a 3-room. Because they had a baby, so they're gonna turn one of it into like a kid's room. we're trying to come up with some punishment, but it's difficult. He's going to have access to that kind of content anyway. Honestly, I think introducing him to like other stuff is like, try the Netflix documentary as a first step. That's not a bad idea. Because the thing is that I don't think the 12-year-old is going to respond to punishment, because then that is just going to be like a validation that like, oh, they're trying to hide it, and my parents are against like the flourishing of the real alpha male. You know, kids are going to be edgelording, but I think the best thing you can do is give them like some perspective. I mean, if they're being like weird and hostile about it, like of course punishment like isn't a bad thing, but only punishment I think falls short. I think it's important to show them like the other side of it as well. Netflix documentary, woo! Click save ESD, he's about to take a dive off the mic. Nah, he's fine. He's sitting so cozy. So cozy. Housing is hard. It mainly depends on if you want kids. Do you want kids clicky? I think someday, but I have no rush to get there. That's basically my answer. I think I see myself as a family person at some point. But I also want it to be like in the right context and that kind of stuff. I want to feel like finished with other stuff first, if that makes sense. Be cringe alpha parent and embarrass them. Oh my god. Just get on the grind set. Oh, it's gonna be great. The figures are so cute. I know, right? They're so cute. I love them. They're gonna look great. I'm gonna have a bunch on my shelf and like at my desk. It's gonna be so good. Yeah, love a responsible adult answer. I mean, it just makes sense, I think. I'm not like other grills. I'm becoming a guy when I'm older. Slay. You have to hit it really well with your little demon designs. Oh, yes, indeed. Ah. My 3-bed, 2.5 bath family home is about 222 square meters. That's pretty sizable. That's nice. Probably didn't see the full context. I would look up therapists that specialize in deprogramming this kind of thing. Oh yeah, no, never count. If you have like multiple messages in chat, don't count that I've seen them all. It's like, it's basically one chat a second, you know? I cannot read them all. I had a neckbeard face. Oh. Oh. You know the would you still love me if I was a worm thing with me? Would you still love me if I was a boy? The closet was glass. Oh, nah. Oh my god, no. Do you have a way for fans to send you items? No, I don't. I haven't set up like a P.O. box or anything like that. Play guitar for us, Clicky, maybe another day. The government in my country are saying not to worry about the oil issue, but the farmers and garage men are saying to be worried, lol. I mean, you listen to the people that are like practitioners in the field, in my experience, you know? They are the ones on the, you know, figuratively front line or whatever. Bought my house a month ago. It's like 200 square meters. So happy. Now my boyfriend needs to hurry up and move in. Hell yeah. Slay. Generations resetting is like Gen Alpha and Beta are here, and Alpha and Beta are at the start of the alphabet, thus resetting. Oh, that's what you mean. I mean, I'm not so sure if it follows like an alphabet. Like the one before that was Gen Z, and then before that it was Millennials. Or Gen Y, I guess. Okay, so it's a different nickname. And then Gen X, and then what was the Boomers then? Did that also have like an original like letter? Generation B, that doesn't sound like an alphabet. I'm not sure if it goes all the way back. And then you have like the Great Generation, the Silent Generation. I'm not sure if it follows maybe it does. Maybe it does, but I'm not sure if it follows an alphabet all the way back. I don't think that would be a lot of generations, though. That'd be like, what? I think 20 years counts as one generation, roughly. And depending on which alphabet you use, it's like, what, 20 letters, something, and then that's a lot of years. That's like 400. They do all go by letters, and some have nicknames. That makes more sense, I suppose. It's like millennial / Gen Y. Did it fall under the bed? Man. Well, I guess Mango's gone. It follows the Greek alphabet, where we started like at the end. Ah, okay. Well, then give it 400 years and we'll be truly resetting. Och en 50-lapp. Oh, ja, bearnaise. Wait, you film in your bedroom? No, it's an extra bed that I didn't have any other space for. So it's the bed I take power naps on sometimes when I have long days. So I was actually able to move all my stuff out of my bedroom, which was nice. But it's been like that for a while. Since when you work full time as a YouTuber, it's nice to have like a separate room that you can do it in. So it's easier to close when you have time off. It's a good way to separate the work-life balance. Your studio is also the guest room? Sort of. It's more a studio than a guest room, to be honest. But on occasion, when I have like a friend over or a New Year's party and someone is like lives far away, they crash here sometimes, yeah. That's how Gen X got its name, from that book. There was no letter generations before Gen X. That's interesting. That is fascinating. Office space with a bed, basically, yeah. That's what it is. Well, I am also gonna start heading off and have a little bit of dinner. It is time. Thank you all so much for showing up and also showing your support for the little vinyl figurines. I cannot wait to see all the pictures with people's little cute little vinyls. It's going to be great. Have an amazing rest of your day and have an amazing weekend, you wonderful, beautiful beings, and I will see you again in the very near future. Take care. Mwah.